Hey everybody, it is Tuesdays with Alvin. We've got a lot of new product to show off this week. Gonna go ahead and wait for everybody to join in the chat as always. Of course, if you guys have any questions about any of the things I'm showing off today or any of our products in general, or just anything writing in general, just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer. How's everybody doing? I just realized I left my notepad. I'm gonna grab that real quick, y'all. All right, so we have some really amazing pens to show off today from Monteverde, BENU. We have a brand new in-house brand, or a brand new brand that is new to Atlas Stationers. And we do have a very, very special limited edition pen from Montegrappa that I'm super excited to show off. So let's go ahead and get into it. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Can you grab me the BENU Pomegranate? Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's go ahead and start off with an exciting new release from Monteverde. I'm going to go ahead and switch this camera real quick. What we have is the brand new Monteverde Prima Swirl. 3 colorways. This is the blue swirl. What you get is a handmade European grade resin, all anodized black appointments. These are a plastic grip section and plastic finials, but you do get that anodized black nib. And of course, all of the Monteverdes are going to have standard international converters included. Check that out. So the new Monteverde Prima Swirl is available right now, guys, on atlasstationers.com for just $72. This is a great pen if you're looking for maybe your first pen or even just something a little bit more fancy in your collection. So this is the blue swirl. Let's go ahead and show off the black swirl here. You can see the model name on the band there, Monteverde USA Prima. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. We're going to go ahead and move on in just a moment here. Dane, great question. This is $72 on atlasstationers.com. You can go ahead and click on the link in the description after the show and check out all these products. You'll be able to see any of this stuff in the new arrivals section of our website. You can also go to our specials tab, and there will be a tab called Tuesdays with Alvin, and you can see any of the product that I'm showing off every single week. Yeah, the black one's amazing. Really, really kind of subtle, beautiful swirling. This one here is very peachy. Reminds me of like a sherbet. Of course, all of these are going to come with that anodized black nib. That's a Jovo number 6 from Germany. Monteverde logo on the finial there. Very classic. And there we have it, the Monteverde Prima, the first of our new releases this week. W. Taylor 376, so excited to see you next month. We have well over 100 tester pens. We have every single Platinum, every single Diplomat, every single Montegrappa, every estabrook, every single Otto Hut. We have Lamy 2000s to test. We have Visconti Homo Sapiens to test. We have some seriously high-end stuff that is available to test. We do have one Pilot Falcon, but it is in medium. Honestly, with the Pilot Falcon, I highly recommend the extra fine of the fine. So it's not like the most perfect example, but you'll still get a really good feel of the softness of the nib with our tester. Has Monteverde improved their quality assurance? Love their styles, but are they still unreliable? Drifting Dakotas, that's a great question. Monteverde has done a lot to improve their brand and their reliability. One of the biggest things that they've done in the past couple of years is switch to Jowo number 6 nibs and feeds. So you're getting a much more reliable nib and feed from one of the biggest manufacturers in the world for nibs. And then you also get a very reliable standard international cartridge converter. So in that sense, they really have done a lot to improve. And of course, if you purchase through Atlas Stationers, we always do our best to take care of you guys. So if you guys do ever have any troubles with defective items, just let us know in our customer service. We'll take care of you. Yeah, you'll see the guy. You guys will see the $10,000 pen at the end of the show, so stay tuned to the very end, and I'll show that off. But we're gonna go ahead and keep on keeping on to the brand new Heinz Pen Company. Let's go ahead and switch this camera again. Drifting Dakotas, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Okay, so here I have the brand new Heinz Pen Company pens. They are the we are the first ever retailer to carry Heinz Pen Company, so we're incredibly excited for these amazing releases. If I can get this gnat out of the way. So Heinz Pen Company is one of the newest brands to Atlas. All of their pens use very beautiful resins done by a company called Starry Night Resins, a sister company to Heinz. So they do have kind of a family overlap between Heinz Pen Company and Starry Night Resins, which is an amazing thing to see. My favorite part of these Heinz Pen Company pens, not dropping them, is their in-house anodized Jowo number 6 nibs. Check this out, y'all. So this nib is done in-house by Heinz Pen Company. Well, the anodizing, this is a Jowo number 6 nib. And then they anodize to get this beautiful finish. All of these pens are turned in-house in Texas. Magic Beard, not necessarily. You know, for us, every single pen that leaves our shop is completely brand new and uninked. But it really depends on the pen. You know, if it is a standard edition pen, chances are the value will go down. But that's not always the case. If it's a very limited edition pen or a special edition or something that you can't, you know, get in a certain country, the value can definitely still hold or even go up despite being used. It's a great question, Magic Beard. This one is the Arabian Nights. All of these pens feature the Heinz Pen Company logo on the top finial. You can see it's a very shiny enamel that is totally encased in a clear resin. So the top finial is totally smoothed out. No problem, Magic Beard. The Arabian Nights features a very striking fuchsia colored nib. Standard plastic Jowo feed and standard international cartridge converter for the pen. And let's go ahead and zoom in real quick and really appreciate the beauty of these Starry Night resins.
Yeah. Is it all the Tombow stuff? Yeah. Were we out of a lot of it? Looks like we were, weren't we? Yeah. You know, I noticed we were out of a lot of the silver. Yeah.
So every single Heinz Pen Company pen that we currently carry is going to be available for $225. Mr. Tissue. But if you're just talking about fountain pens in general, let me know. Soft Baked Bunny, it is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of their most popular models. It's called Arabian Nights. You can find that on our website right now at atlasstationers.com. You can look under our new releases to quickly find this pen. Otherwise, it would be easy to go under the brands and then click on Heinz Pen Company directly. But look at that anodized nib. It's seriously so gorgeous. Mr. Tissue 23, we have fountain pens starting at literally like $3 or $4 for the disposable Pilot Varsity. I would recommend to you to get the Pilot Kakuno for your first pen. It's only $10, and it comes with a cartridge to get you set up. Man, these gnats are going to drive me insane. All right. Let's go ahead and move on from this pen. Here we have the Dark Mermaid. This beautiful black, gray, and purple resin. Yeah, the link is in our bio, Mr. Tissue. You can also go directly to our website, atlasstationers.com. I think I killed the gnat, guys. I think I got it. Yep, Halfback Dynasty also recommended the Lamy Safari gift set is an excellent option for starters. That comes with a fountain pen, a bottle of ink, a cartridge set, and converters for just $45. So I would look at the Lamy Safari gift set as well, Mr. Tissue. RFO Fusion, you can get any of the pens that I'm showing off today and more on atlasstationers.com. Go ahead and check out our website. Link is in our bio, but maybe stay tuned for the whole show first. So you can see we got that Jowo number 6 nib. This one is totally uncoated, so it is just that stainless steel, but you still get that beautiful Heinz Pen Company logo engraved onto the nib itself. W. Taylor 376, any chance of stocking Sailor pens in the future? Probably not. It's a good question, though. Thank you. Mr. Tissue, no, you got to wait till the end of the show. I'm going to show off all these pens, and then the last new pen I'm showing off today is worth over $5,000. And then after that, for everybody that's still watching the show, I'm going to go ahead and show off a $10,000 pen. Very exciting stuff, but you got to stay tuned to the end, all right? That's the deal. Here we have the Blue Storm, which is the Atlas Stationers exclusive. So this is the same model as these guys. It just comes with a clip. So you can see the pen is the same dimensions and everything. Just we have two models here that comes with a clip. X-Term 3 is a preppy pen, a good starter. Yeah, the Platinum Preppy is an excellent starter pen. Really great way to dip your toes in without committing. Yep, $225. Every single Heinz Pen Company pen that we carry is $225. Astronaut Disco, that's a great question. X-Term 3, no problem, man. I really love the look of this one. It's a little bit more subtle, but you get a beautiful black anodized nib. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, a lot of brands do the black anodized nibs just wrong. Usually they're not made super well. So to have something from Heinz Pen Company that looks amazing and is made incredibly well without ruining the functionality of the nib is incredibly impressive. You know, for such a small family-owned brand, to be able to accomplish something like this is seriously quite a feat. So Heinz Pen Company, if you're watching, hats off to you. How does it write compared to TWSBI? It's a great question. It's going to write very similarly. All of the Heinz Pen Company is stainless steel nibs. So all of the TWSBI lineup is also stainless steel. So it's going to write very comparably. The only thing I would say is these are entirely German-made nibs. So they're going to write a little bit wider than TWSBI. TWSBI also uses German-made nibs, but they're made in Taiwan, so they're tuned to be a little bit finer than the typical Western nibs, if that helps you. All right, and here is the last one, the Autumn Leaves. And this one is a special pen, still for $225. The Autumn Leaves actually uses McKinsey Penworks diamond cast resin. So all of this resin here, let's show off. McKinsey Penworks, they take recycled diamonds from diamond saws and they crush them into a fine powder and mix them into the resin. So all of that glitter, all of that shine that you see in this resin are real diamonds from diamond saws that are recycled from quarries. Incredible way to get extra use out of worn out diamonds to get this absolutely beautiful finish. And that orange anodized nib is gorgeous. Xterm 3 asks, just curious, what do you do if you don't use your pen for a while and the ink is dry in the nib? Yeah, that's a great question. Let me go ahead and flip the camera around real quick. Xterm 3, so what you want to do if your pen is dried out is you want to take that nib unit. So basically, I'm going to unscrew this. You can call this a nib unit. Kind of comes apart with the grip section. What you could do is you can soak this in a cup of cold water. You guys never want to use warm or hot water. That can actually cause the plastics that are used with these pens to shrink if you use water that's too hot, and then it'll never go back together properly. So you always want to use cold water. Lukewarm is okay, but keep it cold is a good way to do it. Basically, I can just drop this into a cup of cold water, swish it around a little bit, and just let it sit. If you don't have that much time, you can actually just crack the faucet and let the water run through the top here and over the nib itself. And the reason you want to just crack the faucet instead of fully open it is because when the water starts to get aerated, it doesn't actually go through very easily. So just crack the faucet a little bit with cold water and let it go straight into the where the cartridge would go right here. It's going to push all of the old ink and rehydrate it and let it all come out. So that's what you can do very quickly. Otherwise, if you've got a little bit more time, I would recommend soaking it for maybe an hour or two first. And then if you've got quite a lot of pens or a decent collection, and then if you also wear jewelry, I would highly recommend you guys buy an ultrasonic cleaner. You can find them online on like Amazon or wherever for like $35-$40. What an ultrasonic cleaner does is it's just a little bath of water that vibrates at a high frequency. All of that vibration forces all of the ink out of these nib units, and you're good to go. You just want to make sure that water stays cold in that ultrasonic cleaner, because as it runs, it will warm up. And you also never want to put anything made out of ebonite or anything that is glued into an ultrasonic cleaner. Anything made out of ebonite can dry out, and then anything that's glued down, the glue or the adhesive can start to wear out because of the ultrasonic properties of that cleaner. Good question. All right, let's go ahead and get back into these pens, y'all. All right, so last one, the Autumn Leaves, once again, comes with diamond cast resin and the anodized orange nib and clip. So let's go ahead and show off the clip too. And as you can see on this label, guys, $225 everyday price for these amazing handmade pens in the Lone Star State of Texas. Awesome stuff, right? Got a little fuzz right there. I love the shine of these nibs. That is so impressive that they've been able to get such a bright color on these nibs. So check them out, y'all. Heinz Pen Company. Welcome to Atlas Stationers. Sick. That's sick. All right, y'all. Give me just 1 second to get the next pen ready. Hey, Phil. Could you get me the Lamy Studio dark brown? Okay, next up, y'all, we have the Nahvalur Nautilus Tiger Pen of the Year. So with this pen, Yasmin 16, the price correlates to the handcrafted quality of these pens and the fact that one of these pens is going to last multiple lifetimes. If you're buying a pen like this and taking care of it, you'll definitely be passing it down to your children. Chances are they're going to pass it down to their grandchildren. So you get a absolutely beautiful handmade product that is going to last quite a long time. So once again, this is the Narwhal Nautilus fountain pen. This pen actually uses resin made by Starry Night resin, so the same resin maker for a lot of these Heinz Pen Company pens is done for the Narwhal Nautilus here. This one is a special edition pen limited to just 222 units. You can see right here on this clip, we have number 79 of 222 right here. This one right here is available for $195 right now at atlasstationers.com. And what I will say about the Narwhal Nautilus Tiger, guys, is this pen is selling out incredibly quickly. So if you guys are interested, I won't be offended if you leave the show and go place your order, because these are going very, very quickly. We've only had them in the shop for a couple of days, and we're already sold out of a couple of nib options. So definitely don't wait. So what you get in the Narwhal Nautilus is a beautiful cigar-shaped pen with the Starry Nights resin. You have a black anodized clip and a black anodized band that says Narwhal with a beautiful wave pattern. And beautiful ink windows. The $10,000 pen is going to come up at the very end of the show, so stay tuned. And I'm sure you waste your own money on lots of things. So to us, these pens are worth every single dollar. Yeah, Halfback Dynasty, that's what's up. Get them. Sick them. So the Narwhal Nautilus comes with a number 6 stainless steel nib that is made in-house by Narwhal. So these nibs here are done entirely in-house, which is incredibly impressive nowadays. Not too many makers are doing their own nibs. So for Narwhal to be doing them in-house is a big deal. Every single Narwhal I've ever seen comes so well tuned out of the box. You're guaranteed to have a good time here. Noodle12210 asks, was wondering how long the ink lasts normally. It's a great question. It really depends on the pen and the nib size. For example, this is a broad nib, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but the tipping on this nib is quite large. So a pen like this is definitely going to use ink a lot faster than something with like a finer medium nib. So that's definitely something important to consider with these pens. And then Noodle, this is an internal piston filler. So this type of pen, this entire barrel is gonna get filled up with ink. So a ton of ink can sit in this pen and it will last for months of everyday writing. Some other pens, for example, like these Heinz Pen Company that just use cartridge converter, they're not going to last as long between fills, but it's quite easy to refill these pens. A single bottle of ink can seriously last you years and years if you're not using it a ton. So it's definitely an important consideration. But yeah, they last a long time, a lot longer than a $5 pen. No, it's not. We're getting there, Quentin. Stay tuned till the end of the show. The prices are going up and up and up, though, so you're seeing some more luxury items as the show goes on. Xterm 3, what size nib would you recommend for a first fountain pen? Definitely a finer or medium. A good rule of thumb is if you write a little bit bigger, for example, here are my notes on just lined paper. If you write about as big as I do, I would probably go with a fine. If you write bigger, maybe go for a medium. A good rule of thumb is you want all of your looping letters to stay visible. So like any of my O's, my P's, I know my handwriting isn't great. I kind of rushed these notes today. You know, even like this little O right here, you can still see the white space in that O. So a fine nib is working great for me. Maybe a medium or a broad nib might lose those details. So that's a good rule of thumb. Noodle, if you're looking for a fast drying ink, go on our website and look up Parker Quink. Parker's in-house ink is really great quality and dries quickly. Can't find it in Amazon, it's because you should be on atlasstationers.com. Don't support those big guys when you could support family-owned business. We ship all over the world, all over the country. We also ship to Canada, Mexico, and the European Union. So definitely take a look at atlasstationers.com. All right, y'all. Next up, we have the brand new Lamy Studio dark brown. Let me go ahead and get to my notes here, actually. So the Lamy Studio dark brown is this year's special edition. So they're only going to be available for purchase this year. After that, they're no more. So definitely, if you guys are interested in this pen, pick it up soon. We have this one available for $79.20. And let's go ahead and zoom in so you guys can really appreciate that dark brown. Y'all, if you are tuning in for the $10,000 pen, it is coming. We're showing it off at the end of the show. How else would we get you to tune in? So it's a beautiful dark brown. Really reminds me of like a dark chocolate with a metallic finish. Stainless steel grip section and a in-house nib done by Lamy. So it's a stainless steel nib done by Lamy, and it is swappable. So you can swap this nib for any other Lamy nib that's the same shape. Absolutely beautiful, elegant pen. Propeller-shaped clip, which is very iconic to the Studio design. And then these Lamy Studios take Lamy's in-house Z27 converter. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, y'all, let's move on. We've got one more special edition pen, and then we're going to move on to a heavy hitter. After this pen, we've got a $5,000 pen that we're going to show off that just came in today, and then after that, we're going to show off a beautiful $10,000 pen, so stay tuned, y'all. I've been super excited about this particular release. This is the Bennu Euphoria Armenian Pomegranate Wine. So this is BENU's very first pen that they've made in Armenia. So to celebrate moving their entire company from Russia to Armenia, they've created this incredible piece that is an homage to Armenia and Armenian culture. This is a limited edition that is limited to just 300 units. So if you guys can see right here, this particular one is 298 of 300. So only 2 more were made after this, and then that's it. Once I show off that $5,000 pen, you will know exactly why it's worth $5,000. So stay tuned, y'all. So, a little history about the Armenian pomegranate. In Armenia, the pomegranate is one of the symbols of the country. It's the national fruit. This fruit in particular, the pomegranate, symbolizes abundance, fertility, and life, and is also a representation of Armenia's diverse culture, where they have basically a big melting pot in their country of a bunch of different cultures, a bunch of different countries coming together and creating a beautiful country. On the Bennu Euphoria, you get a number 6 stainless steel Schmidt nib, so another large German manufacturer, Schmidt. You're getting their stainless steel nib and feed, as well as the standard international cartridge converter, which of course comes with the pen. The Bennus write incredibly smoothly. It's a very stiff nib since it's stainless steel, but every single Bennu I've ever tested out of the box writes incredibly smoothly. I can't write with this one since it's so limited. It'll end up in a happy home. Yeah, let me grab a different sample, all right, y'all? Hey, can somebody get me a Bennu tester, please? This one in particular is $168. Yep, everyone asking to write with a BENU. I'm getting one of my cohorts to pull one right now. So just give me a couple minutes and I'll give you guys a little writing sample, okay? But the Bennu Euphoria Armenian pomegranate wine available right now at atlasstationers.com for $168. Keep in mind, y'all, this is limited to 300 units worldwide. So if you're interested in this model, don't wait another minute. Try to pick it up right now because they're going to go very quickly. A lot of people are asking for $1 million pen. The title says $10,000. So I don't know where we're getting the million from. But I will show off a $10,000 pen. Absolutely, y'all. Thank you. Okay, we have another BENU here that I'm going to go ahead and write for y'all real quick. Grab. So, well, Brendan is clickbaiting a little bit. It's not $1 million, but it's 10,000. So you can see it's an incredibly wet writer. The worst S's ever. I'm just holding this notepad since I can't take my phone off the mount. Incredibly smooth writer, and you can see it's very wet as well. I'm just holding this notepad in my hand, so incredibly smooth writers. Maybe it looks like a normal pen to you, but you really don't know until you try one out yourself. So you could come visit us at Atlas Stationers in Chicago and try out some of these pens yourself. All right, just got a little bit of ink on my hands. Okay, so one more time, that is the Bennu Euphoria, available right now on atlasstationers.com, the pomegranate wine. Look at that. All right. No, that was not. Man, you guys. Some people, man, they're not listening. Yeah.
It's because there's a video last week where we mentioned $1 million pen. Yeah.
See, you guys missed it out. It was last week.
That one's booming. The one today goes says 10,000.
Y'all are funny. Okay, coming up, I have a very special new release from Montegrappa. This pen is coming up to a whopping $4,495. That's on sale, by the way. Normally this pen's over $5,000. So we're giving you a real special deal here at atlasstationers.com. But let's go ahead. There we go. Yeah, if you guys want to see the $1 million pen, you gotta go back a week in time. All right, let's go ahead and show off this brand new. Let's see if I can zoom out more. Don't think I can. Just one moment. Get this set up here. Awesome. So we have the brand new Montegrappa Bijo-To-Yaju. Halfback Dynasty, this pen is available right now on atlasstationers.com for $4,495. So let's go ahead and open it up. This particular pen is limited to just 222 units worldwide, so it's an incredibly rare pen. You can see here you get some very special paperwork about the pen. very beautiful display box here. Let's go ahead and move this. So it's hard to get it in frame here. Very beautiful pen box. Slides open and unveils this incredible $5,000 pen. Let's go ahead and get it out here. Just one moment, y'all. Let's go ahead and try to pop this guy out. The gloves definitely make it a little bit harder. Oh my lord. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this glove off for a sec. Oh my lord. It's stuck in there. There we go. Oh my lord, guess not. Got him. Here we go. You know what I love about TikTok is everybody loves to have an opinion. Okay. So we have the Montegrappa Bijou-To-Yaju, which is an incredibly rare 222 unit model that is entirely done by hand. This is a pen that draws from Europe's greatest love story, Jean Cocteau's 1946's film La Belle et la Bête, also known as Beauty and the Beast. This pen is designed by Tomita Kazuhiko. So what we have is a vermeil gold beast top finial and a lock and key motif on the band. Limited to just 222 units. So here we have number 7. What you have on the outside are woodblock prints that are formed together with a gold enamel to emulate the kintsugi Japanese art style, which is very popular on ceramic and pottery, where they will take broken pieces of ceramic and reform them together using a gold filling. So this gold enamel here is meant to emulate that art style. Underneath, we have a very beautiful 18-karat gold nib that is done in-house by Montegrappa with a beautiful rose engraved onto there. And a large ebonite feed to give you very beautiful ink flow as well. Diana seeks me. That's a great question. What type of people buy this pen? There are a lot of collectors out in the world that are buying these pens. You know, a pen like this is truly a piece of art that is entirely handcrafted in a special collaboration between Italian craftsmen and Japanese craftsmen. Let's go ahead and show off all of the beautiful woodblock print designs here. So what makes it $5,000? That's a great question. So one of the main things that makes this a $5,000 pen is the handcrafted nature of these pens. All of this art that you see on this pen is done with woodblock prints that is then wrapped around the barrel and then combined together using this gold enamel here. So already from the very beginning, every single piece of art that you see on here is woodblock printing. Of course, you have a very large 18 karat solid gold nib, which adds to the value of the pen as well. A lot of pens come with 18 and 14 karat gold nibs, so that's really where a lot of the cost comes in for your everyday pens. But for a limited edition piece like this, you are getting incredibly detailed designs that are made by hand using those rare materials. So this entire cap here is a gold vermeil. The band itself is also made out of gold. And then you get the impeccable craftsmanship of a Montegrappa with the ratcheted piston filler. Definitely not going to use this one. Well, you know, people will pay $1 million for a lot of things. This pen is also not worth anywhere near $1 million. This pen is available right now on atlasstationers.com for $4,495. Absolutely beautiful piece. Once again, y'all, this is limited to just 222 units in the world. Very few of them made it to the United States. So if you truly appreciate a beautiful piece of art like this, you can pick it up right now at atlasstationers.com. It's actually not too heavy. With the cap off, it's very well balanced in the hand. It doesn't feel too heavy at all. I probably wouldn't post this one, not only because this cap is quite heavy because of this top gold piece here, but it's pretty well balanced. Absolutely beautiful. Once again, y'all, this is available for $4,495 right now on atlasstationers.com. This is the one that has been allocated to our shop, so once this one sells, we will be sold out for good. Man, y'all are hilarious in the chat. All right. Beautiful. All right, y'all have asked a million times. Let's go ahead and show off the $10,000 pen. All right. Let's go ahead and make our way over. Once again, I'll say it a million times. The $1 million pen was showed off last week. You guys missed it. Too slow. Too slow. I thought you TikTokers were supposed to be on top of the trends. But here we have the $10,000 ST Dupont Space Odyssey Prestige Edition set. I am amazing. We did not go to the San Francisco Pen Show, so I don't know if somebody brought one of these models. Vince Pearson asks, what is the most expensive pen I personally have sold? About $7,000. Man, I just gotta say, if you guys don't have the money for this pens, you don't have to be a hater. You know, it's totally fine. The Bit Crystals are totally fine. You guys are so funny. That last pen I just showed off was about $9,900, so about $10,000. Beautiful. So that was this week's Tuesdays with Alvin. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Of course, if you guys have any questions, I can answer some for last minute. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and have to help my team close up the shop here. You guys have to tune in 1 week ago if you want to see the $1 million pen. Tana Blocks, we are in downtown Chicago in the Loop. We are right on Franklin and Lake, so definitely come check us out. All right, y'all. If you guys missed any part of this live stream, you can check it out on our YouTube channel, Atlas Stationers. You can see the whole show. You can see everything that I showed off. But I've been on for a little over an hour now, so I'm going to go ahead and have to tune out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Take care, y'all. Peace.